Okay, welcome to day 2 of Turn It On Again, a month of Genesis here on Kit's Rock Review. And today we're going to talk about the Genesis song called The Firth of Fifth, and it comes from this Genesis album, Selling England by the Pound. It's actually my favorite Genesis song from the Peter Gabriel era of Genesis in the 70s. And it was originally mainly composed by Tony Banks for the album prior to that, 1972's Foxtrot. But when he brought the song to the band, the rest of the band didn't think it was really finished. So he spent the next year working on it, and it ended up as like the centerpiece of side 1. Back in the old LP days, this was the centerpiece of side 1 of Selling England by the Pound. And the song is recognizable for a number of reasons. First off, on the studio version of the song, it starts out with this grand piano solo. I mean, there are keyboard solos in a lot of songs, but none of them usually start out with a keyboard solo on a grand piano. Later in the song, there's a guitar solo by Steve Hackett, a flute solo by Peter Gabriel, and then another keyboard solo by Tony Banks, but it's not on a grand piano, it's on a different keyboard instrument. Genesis has actually played this song ever since Selling England by the Pound came out. Genesis has played that song on every tour except one. They didn't play it on their 1977 tour, which occurred right after Steve Hackett left the band, because they weren't sure if their new touring guitarist could handle the Steve Hackett guitar solo. As I said, but every tour except that 1977 tour, they've played at least a portion of it on. Sometimes it's just an instrumental part of a medley. Sometimes they've just played it as an instrumental without the vocals. But Genesis, it's a pretty consistent song at a Genesis concert, or at least part of it is a pretty consistent song at a Genesis concert. Steve Hackett himself, the classic guitarist from the 70s in Genesis, he's been playing it on all of his tours since the mid-90s when he started doing his Genesis Revisited stuff. So, I'm going to put a snippet, or not, I'm going to put the whole song in the comments for this video. Tomorrow we're going to have a different Genesis song, and until then, keep on rocking in the free world, and I'll see you tomorrow.